Panels must be placed free from solar obstructions, e.g. trees or buildings. Any non-adherence to the above three will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us.
Zimbabwe, good afternoon Africa, good afternoon the world at large. Welcome to the Epic Hour, and with me, the Epic Man.
My good brother, how are you?
Not bad in yourself, huh?
Missed you last week, my brother.
I didn't hear that. How was work anyway?
Our work is fine. It's been a busy week, it's been hectic. Trying to make ends meet and trying to keep people happy, but I think it's been a good week.
I hear you had several installations this week.
This week was quite busy, and apologies for missing our last week's episode.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're just going to go on a recap. Last week we spoke about solar panel placement. So we've got an Epic Masterclass video that we're going to play, which is going to show you basically what we discussed last week, and then Tinashe is going to summarize it, and then we're going to top it off with some more technical stuff. Right? So in 3, 2, 1, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Keep watching.
welcome back. Right, Tinashe, solar placement. What were the 3 things that we learned last week?
So last week we basically talked about direction, which is basically orientation,
Okay,
the tilt angle
okay.
of the panels.
Uh-huh.
So when we were talking about the direction, we are in the southern hemisphere.
Okay.
Our panels should be facing northward.
Okay.
If ever you have to see someone placing your panels facing southward, eastward, or whichever direction, stop him right there and tell him, no, in Southern Africa we face what? Northward. Basically between 22.5 degrees off north towards the west.
Uh-huh.
Because everywhere else the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. But what's ideal for us?
Okay.
It's 22.5 degrees northeast west. Then inclination angle, we talked about the inclination angle.
Okay.
Basically we're talking about the tilt of the solar panels. You don't have to place your panels horizontally
Okay.
or very vertically.
Okay.
Because whenever the sun moves, it doesn't move in a very predictable direction.
Okay.
It basically changes direction depending on the season.
Okay.
So those, the masters before us,
Okay.
the wiser ones.
Right. Now you mentioned something about that the direction of the sun, the inclination changes with the season. Right now we're in winter. Can we talk a little bit more about the winter period? What should people do? Is there a difference in terms of performance?
I like the way you're saying we are in winter. I think whenever the weather changes, it kind of like affects you. It's still summer, but then what's happening is due to global warming. Last time you
It's been really cold.
Yes, last time
It's
you
been
mentioned
really cold.
you mentioned that there were protests elsewhere
Yep.
about climate change. It's really getting to us right now because for the past 2-3 days, it rained yesterday. Funny enough, I didn't expect that.
Do you know, actually in Zimbabwe, just talking about the winter, I think in September, there were times it was really cold.
Very
Everyone was
cold.
putting on jerseys,
Yeah.
and it's not supposed to be like. Never ever knew that Zimbabwe would be that cold in the middle of September.
And whoever bought a solar system this summer,
Uh-huh.
whatever he was promised, if the people didn't size it correctly,
Okay.
because obviously no one really knows how the weather is going to be.
Okay.
And no one even factored in global climate change.
But the thing is, when people are going for solar system, we love to save money. So I'm like, just give me the very basic that gets the job done.
The very best that gets the job done, when it comes to us, we'll probably work with your worst man.
Okay.
So for someone who bought a system from us, we worked with the worst man, which is June, July.
So
Our
you
winter
make a
months.
system that's ideal for June, July, worst case
Exactly.
scenario, even though there's no word like worst, right? So now when everything is normal, you're always gonna get super performance.
You get more when everything is normal. So at times,
Better safe than sorry.
better safe than sorry. Better make the right investment in as much as people would say, no, it's a bit costly right now. But it's the right investment because you don't want to then add something on after you've made an investment.
Okay.
So that invest now and enjoy later. So as I was saying with the weather right now, most people who bought solar systems which were sized this summer,
Okay.
they're probably crying. And you ask me why.
Okay. Talk
Why
to me.
is that?
Talk to me.
Because everyone was anticipating that summer season, the sun is almost like up 6 to around about 5. With these weather changes and cloud cover is always there, so there's need for you to probably make another investment because someone undersized your system. So right now, it's either going to get a generator running you the extra hours. That's not me, but that's what's there. Because I know it's a problem that most people are facing right now. Everyone who has a solar system right now, who invested in a solar system this summer and who had the solar system undersized is probably facing that challenge right now. So he's probably looking at national system.
They should have got the epic team. In other words, what
Come
he's trying to
epic.
say is get the epic team if you want epic results. Spot on?
You're right, my brother.
Okay, so thank you to everyone that has joined us. But I still have one other thing that I want you to touch on.
Okay.
Right? It's summer, and I keep saying solar panels need light. Why do you always complicate things when sunlight is very simple? A solar panel is very simple. I think you want to thieve people. It can't be complicated. It can't be rocket science.
Okay, starting from I think last week, I've been trying to simplify things
Okay.
in a manner that people do understand. In as much, most people are told, nah, no, the solar panel doesn't need light. No, the solar panel even under the shade it will work. Yes,
Yes.
it will work. It's given it to work.
Okay.
But we're looking at the optimum.
So it's about
What's
the
the
optimum.
What sets us apart from the European countries is the amount of sun hours that we have. In Europe, they have the sun, but they have it for about 4 hours. In Africa, we have abundant sunlight, but it still bothers me. Why can't we just invest in solar? Why can't we just go solar? They probably what we're going to invest is almost half what they're going to invest because we've got more sun hours than they do. So why not invest in solar? Why not go solar? And why not go Epic?
Okay. And just a little moment, we just want to welcome the people that are joining with us. Kumbukani Kundaicho, I see you. Hi. Who else is it? Kuda. Oh, we've got plenty of people watching. Right, welcome to the Epic Hour. So if you've got questions, just type them in and then we'll be able to respond to that. We had a few people that sent us questions during the week. And I think we need to just take some time to answer those questions. Give me a moment. Okay. Right, here we go. Right, the first question was from Felistas Kumbo. And the question was, where can I find genuine products? And how do I know it's genuine?
It's always that question that people
Can I rephrase this? No, I'll get in trouble with this.
No, go ahead.
I once heard I was in an anti-Roda chat group. Don't ask me why. And it was, where can I... I'm a filmmaker.
Oh, right.
Where can I find a genuine husband? And how can I know that he's genuine? I'm just joking. Don't take me serious. But anyway, she's not asking about it, but she's asking, where can I find a genuine product? And how do I know it's genuine? And that's a genuine question.
It's a very genuine question. And I think right now Zimbabwe seems like now it's a dumping place. Everyone who's like thinking of bringing something will probably bring it to Zimbabwe. Because everyone's saying there's a US dollar is there in Zimbabwe. Why can't I just make a killing in Zimbabwe? Then what I would advise people is when you decide to invest, I think it's always good to do a due diligence.
Okay.
Background checks, they're very important. And I think
but can I catch you there? I do background checks. Remember, if I'm out to make money, right? If I'm out to make money, I'm going to put the extra effort to make sure that my paperwork is in order, my fake history is in order. So as much as I can exercise due diligence, remember, I'm not a private investigator, I'm not an expert. I'm just an accountant, I'm just a filmmaker, I'm just a housewife, I'm just an ordinary person. And I come to you and you're the expert. You're going to tell me everything I need to know.
Yeah, I'll tell you everything that you need to know. But
and some of it might not be true.
It might not be true, but there's also need for you, because if you're going to make an investment, it's on you. The onus is on you to probably try and just run a background check. And the good thing about whatever is happening in Zimbabwe, most solar companies, the reputable ones, they're there on the Zero website, which is the licensing authority in Zimbabwe.
Oh.
You see? And find Epic there, we are there.
And those that are dodging tax,
those are dodging tax, and those that are bringing substandard products, you don't find them there.
Okay, you said you find them where?
At the Zero Energy website.
Right, the Zero Energy website.
Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority.
And Epic Energy is there.
And Epic Energy is there.
And Epic Energy has been in the business for years.
And so is...
So there's a history to back it up.
Right.
Okay.
And then another thing is there's also need for you to look at the specs.
Okay.
Then if you look at the specs, look at the company profile, it should say a lot to you.
Okay.
Then the pricing. Obviously, everyone is very much afraid of the price. I'll tell you this. Everyone's like, I should not do that.
If it's too cheap,
suspect. No. Then everyone's like, it's too cheap. That's the way to go.
Okay.
But if you're making an investment for a lifetime, rather it probably costs you a little more now.
And then save later.
Than it be cheap now and keep probably pumping out money for it. And
I think just to recap, one of the episodes that we had, we looked at how solar energy is not an expense, but it's an investment. The logic is electricity prices is always going to be going up.
And I think last week, something was like mentioned last week about a 500% increase. I don't know if...
So electricity is always going to be going up. It will never go down.
It's inflationary.
Listen, it will never go down.
It
will never go down. So putting a solar system, what it means now is that, let's say if your lighting is running on solar, if all your electrical gadgets, your TV, your laptops, your microwaves and all of that is running on solar, so for the next 5, 10, 15 years, you're not spending a penny on electricity. So it goes up, you just be laughing ear to ear, smiling ear to ear. You know why? Because you did the wisest thing. You did the smart
it's
thing.
always the wise people.
You need to do an epic
who
move.
get to go to the holiday.
You need to do an epic move.
To some-
Okay, right.
Then another thing is in terms of, a question was in terms of original products and all. I think you also need to look at the warranties that are offered by the different companies. You come to my shop and I tell you, I know I'm going to give you 3 months. Like 3 months? Only $10,000 investment?
3 months,
3
90
months.
days.
90 days.
And it's probably not 90 days, minus 2 times 4, 8 times 3, 24. So it's probably, yeah, it's actually 2 months and 6 days.
Exactly.
Because the other days they're closed.
They're closed. So I think you need to look at the warranties that are offered. He who tries to offer you and he who offers you probably the longest warranty and who can back it up. Because I think the issue has to be about backup.
Yeah.
You can't run away from backup and warranty. If I'm going to offer you 5 years, I should be able, and you should be able to find me in those 5 years and say, Tinashi, that thing Jawakante did 5 years. We are now in the 4th year. What has happened?
Oh. So now you Epic Energy 5 years plus, it's been there. So definitely the next 5
years.
Not a company formed
No, we
2
are
days
not-
ago.
No. We are there for the long run. And we are there to serve people and we are there to provide solutions. And that's our business.
Okay. Do you know what, Tinashe?
Yes, my brother.
Can I tell you something?
Amuse me.
I think if she's there, Felicitas Nkubu, she's smiling right now because you answered her really well.
Felicitas, if you're there.
Right. The second question we're going to move on to is from Emilia Zindi. Correct me if I've pronounced your name incorrectly. Right. I need a solar for a 12-roomed house using a stove, refrigerator, TV, and ironing. I don't know why she had to emphasize ironing. I hate it.
Why?
I can't stand ironing. Okay. TV and ironing. How much is installation? Please inbox me on this number 032 52 63 99 42 059 23
Quad 9.
Quad 9.
It
yeah.
goes on and on and on. So Felicitas, I think someone correctly replied to her.
Okay.
And someone said is going to get back to her.
Okay.
So I think by now, with our
Should
turnaround when it comes to quotation,
Yeah.
you don't have to go about 2 hours without getting a quotation.
Okay.
So by right now, I'm basing right now, I bet Felicitas has got a quote right now. She actually knows what she's looking at.
Brilliant.
Our turnaround is amazing, I'll tell you.
Okay. Right. So, but roughly, what size system would you need for a 12-room house? Remember, you said we shouldn't use rooms.
We shouldn't use
We should
because
talk of watts.
consumption and watts. So
Okay.
whatever she's basically highlighted, we're basically going to work with what we basically, let's say, they assumed, what you assume. And most of the time what you assume, you know,
Yeah.
is not what's actually there.
Oh.
So at times our assumptions, they might fall short or we might oversize you.
But the important thing is to accurately quote a client, so that they get exactly what they
they're looking
want and they're not going to be disappointed tomorrow. Okay.
Right.
So, in other words, what Tinashe is trying to complicatedly say,
To put it simpler,
yeah, is that generalizing things could be a recipe for disaster. But we can always come, quote you, give you the exact quote for what you need exactly. And the reason is that you won't be disappointed tomorrow.
And probably we don't want you investing more.
Yeah.
We want to use less.
When you want to use less. And it's not like a one size fits all.
It's never a one size fits all. When it comes to solar, when it comes to a solution, whatever solution,
No
be it
Bobojani
housing, no
approach.
Bobojani after that. When you provide a solution, we've built a relationship. We've provided a solution. When you're off, we're off. The next time we expect you, I'm going to Tinashe. There's Ningardo with installation. Can you? There's
Because-
Ningardo solution. Can you? Not with, there's a problem. What you provide? No. We don't want that. So we provide solutions, and that's what we're doing.
Okay. And then the third question that we have today is from Andrew Matibiri. Please explain the difference between a 24 and a 48 volt setup and where each is best situated. That's from Andrew Matibiri.
Andrew, hi. Good question. I think it's a very important question. When it comes to system sizing, was basically that's where it all starts. When someone talks about 12 volts and 24, it's basically comes around to, to the size of the inverter. And everyone knows the batteries that we're getting in Zimbabwe right now. We're probably getting the 12 volt battery and the 48. which is almost on the high end, which are the lithium ones.
Okay.
So when someone says the difference between a 12 volts and a 24 volts, it's basically the inverter setup.
Okay.
When you buy yourself a 12 volt inverter, what it basically means is you are probably trying to limit yourself. It's for those entry people. When you
Okay.
basically want your lights in your TV, a 12 volt system will basically do the minimum that you want.
Okay.
And the 24 one, because the 12 volt ones, you probably get them in about 1,000 watts. 1,000 to about 1,200 watts, that's the max. So whenever you want to power anything more than the 1,200 that we're talking about, that's when the 24 comes in. So whoever is a load that's higher, it basically means you need to keep on upgrading. If you've got a load that's probably more than 1,200, you need to go about to the 24. I'll then talk about the pros and cons after we've gone to the break, because I think people really need to know the actual difference between getting a 12, the cost implications of getting a 12 and a 24. I'll probably try and break it down in simpler terms for them to understand the pros and cons of getting a 12 and a 24 volt system.
Okay.
But I think I've answered Mkomo wangu kuti no. For the 12 volt one, you are basically limiting yourself to a lesser load. Then for a 24, for someone who's looking at powering more loads, you probably need to get 24, 36, 48. There's actually 96 volts there. So the bigger the load that you want to power, probably the bigger the nominal voltage of the inverter that you're going to use.
Okay.
We'll get to that, don't worry.
Okay. Right. There you have it. We're just going to go on a commercial break and then we're going to come back and he's just going to summarize everything and then we'll kick him out. Kick him out.
Already?
Right, back after this. to the Epic Hour
Technical.
with Epic Tinashe.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Okay, you wanted to just elaborate a little bit more about the 24, 48, and 12 watt systems.
Right. So what I was saying was, for us to look at the whole picture, for people to understand, I'm just going to go back a little further, to when I was a little pequenini. Those funny shots in high school, funny socks and funny shoes. Back then, Tepeka's my taffinis, when Brenna was the in thing, right?
I remember at one point I had the plastic shoes from
Sandak.
No, from Bata, because I lost my shoes and my mom bought me those plastic shoes. And when you'd walk, you'd go
making funny sounds. And then there was the grasshopper. I know most people who are watching went through that stage, right? So I'm going to try and refresh your memories just a little bit back.
Okay.
To where
way
you're in
back.
Form 3 or Form 4.
Depends what year it is.
Whichever year.
Okay.
I'm a new curriculum, but whichever year for some of us, I will.
Okay.
Why in our prime
Okay.
So there's this formula of power. I think everyone can bit of science knows that power is equals to current by the voltage. Though that's the basic formula that works up to Munashkaku University, do your masters, the formula still remains the same.
Yep.
So for the same amount of power, which is the P, right? Then at a certain voltage, let's say it X voltage,
Yep.
you probably get I, which is a current, right? So whenever you increase the voltage,
Increase the power.
no, power remaining, we're maintaining the power constant. We just want to see the variation in the current.
Okay.
Whenever you increase the voltage, you reduce the current,
Okay.
right? So what happens when you reduce the current? It means whatever other equipment you're going to factor into your solar system basically reduces.
Okay.
Right. Because current comes in, it plays a part in choosing the controller size. We're
Okay.
going to talk about the system architecture of a solar system.
Yep.
That's where the controller comes in. But I know you need to get a 20 amp controller. No, you need to get a 40 amp. That's where it comes in. The 20 amp is cheaper. The 40 amp is much more expensive. Right. That's what I was trying to highlight when it comes to voltage. Then the cable size. Whenever you are working with a higher voltage, the cable size reduces. Have you ever seen the transmission lines, the sensor transmission lines? Thin as they are, but they carry enormous amount of power. 133,000 volts. And they still look at it and say, the one in Kumbagong is kind of like smaller. So that's where it comes in. It becomes cost efficient for you to work with higher voltages. Because whatever is associated with higher voltages, in terms of the other associated equipment, the price is kind of like low. So when it's probably choosing a system, firstly we mentioned about the load. And when systems come to 24 volts, they're scalable. It's easier to upgrade when the system is a higher voltage than upgrading from a 12 volt going forward. So at times it's wiser for a person to get this bigger system and build it gradually than get a smaller system where you have to get another system to support that smaller system. Smaller systems, they're very difficult to scale up.
Okay.
Get a bigger system.
So what if I get 10 of those 12 volt systems and someone has got one of that 48? I'm smart, isn't it?
No, you're smart, but smart in the wrong way.
Dude.
It becomes more expensive for you to get 10 inverters rather than just you getting one.
Okay.
You probably, I don't know why, 10 times.
Okay. So okay, speak to me in layman's term. Someone who's got a 48 volt system is able to power more gadgets longer compared to someone who's got a 12 volt system. So if you're looking at powering more devices longer, looking at reliability and performance, I also understand that even with inverters, you've got some that have got poor performance.
Exactly. The lower ones.
Like you've got the sine waves.
They are modified
And
sine
the
waves.
pure sine
Pure
waves.
sine wave. When it comes to the bigger system, you
And
get
we're going to be talking about that
about
in future
that, and
episodes.
yeah, people need to know everything. The modified sine wave, the pros and cons. Was basically we need to give people the information. They need to know everything before making an investment.
Okay.
So probably going to go
Tell me
pros and
something.
cons.
So the one who's watching can always get in touch with Tinashe or the technical team from Epic Energy and say, look, I need advice on this. And you're there to advise.
24 hours a day.
And for listeners that was asking, where can I get genuine products? You can get them from the Epic shop, and it comes with a warranty,
Warranty.
isn't it? So, guys, let me give you a piece of advice from someone who knows absolutely nothing. Okay, right. Do not try and reinvent the wheel.
It's already there.
Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Just ask. Ingobvunza.
Information is for
Inga
mahala.
ubvunza mbijana
Uyabuza,
chetu.
no, nje like uyabuza bhuti, uyabuza sisi wami.
So we're going to take a commercial break right now, and then we're going to come to the second segment where we're going to be talking to Tatenda who is a filmmaker and is also involved in a new app called IgniteFlix. So we're talking about filmmaking in a country that has got no current, no power for most of the time. But they're making films, but they're showing films. How are they doing that? So maybe they're moving on to solar energy.
Maybe they're caught onto the epic wave.
Exactly, the epic wave.
You know.
So stay tuned and
Keep
see you in a
watching.
few minutes. Cheers.
Unzai makafa vachiri vapenyu vasati vafa ndiri kupisa musati macha vamwe vatsva ndisati ndatsva vapfuma ukanga ungeonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonye rekai ndigare pachituru zatova nyembe mukuru rekai ndigare pachituru asina mukuru asina mudiki vanongoda anomhanya ari muchiki wandisaisa ndinokurova nepiki panogezwa munhu panogezwa nechiki vemadhodha pini nemafayamani goma richizimbiswa nemapoyamani masista vachingopiliva waina vachizaina vakuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi vakuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi zatova nyembe mukuru rekai ndigare pachituru vagarira navambonditarira kumashure ndovasundira dzangomazimiriyo kunzamukoma chiriyo tosangana mberiyo tongoimba mberiyo kunzai makapa vachiri vapenyu vasati vabva ndiri kupisa musati matsva vamwe vatsva ndisati ndatsva vapfuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi vapfuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi zatova nyembe mukuru rekai ndigare pachituru panogezwa munhu panogezwa nechiki pamatota pini nemafayamani goma richizimbiswa nemapoyamani masista vachingopiliva waina vachizaina vapfuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi vapfuma ukanga ungekonyeni rekai ndinake ungesonyesi zatova nyembe mukuru rekai ndigare pachituru zatova nyembe mukuru rekai ndigare pachituru
Tatenda is a crazy filmmaker. He's a guy who's busy making series when things are tough. And that shows he's tough, right? Tatenda, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
He's always like...
Okay, I'm a filmmaker. I can say film is my passion, and it's something that I always loved. So I think what I can say about myself is the bigger part of me is I'm a filmmaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Filmmakers are not normal. Anyway, tell us about your film that you've got, the African American. You premiered it on Friday, I believe.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And the turnout was good.
Yeah, it was good, more than I expected.
I was there, but you didn't see me.
I know, I saw you actually. I saw you.
Okay. And what's the feedback you've been getting so far from people?
Yeah, I can say the film we had mixed feelings, but the good thing is almost the bigger part of the people are
Excited.
Yeah, they're excited. They're just encouraging us. It's a good thing we have started. We simply need to keep on improving. There are certain
Good series?
Yeah, it's a 13
Okay.
episodes.
How many seasons?
It stretches up to season 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, what's the story about? Just the rough plot, without giving it away. What's the Game of Thrones in this season?
Okay, just in brief, the African American is a film that was crafted to inspire Africans to take it upon themselves and change our continent.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a big vision.
Yeah, it's quite a big one. So this our guy, he grows up in America and he's coming here with a vision. It's because I think my vision, it's Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, my vision in general, besides filming, it's Africa. I believe God sent me in this continent for a purpose that I have to see that that I've contributed in a way I can to make sure Africa, our continent of Africa, has changed.
Okay.
Look how Donald Trump has always gone on us, how he
Yep.
says about Africa. So it's something that.
But some of the things are true.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing is, okay, and we are greedy. There's enough resources in Africa if people are selfless.
Exactly.
Go on.
This is where I'm saying my vision is going to is making sure we preach about a change into these things we've just mentioned.
But don't you think preaching is also part of the problem?
Yeah, not necessarily.
Okay.
The thing is, okay, there is a blueprint of the whole vision,
Okay.
and there is the film's part. That's the preaching part of it. So even the African American is structured in a way that in the first few episodes we draw the attention of the people. Then after we have drawn the attention of the people, then we now get into the inspirational part. So that's how it's structured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and how, okay. Before we go further into this discussion about the African American, with Tatenda was very quiet, who I'm hoping in the second segment will be more lively. We're just going to take a few minutes and watch the trailer. So this is the African American trailer. Back in a few seconds. In 3.
My people in the diaspora, they need to come back home so that we build this country together.
Tara,
Yeah,
how are we doing with my baby?
everything is under control.
Playtime's over, guys. I have secured $10,000. It's time to go work.
Allah Akbar.
I think it's best to do this that way.
This mission is classified. Not even the embassy knows it's taking place. So do what you have to do so that it carries on like that.
We have a little headway, and now we know every detail about my clean. And today I'm making my second contact.
And as I speak to you, we have investors on the ground.
You've got guns in the film.
Yeah, we have
You've got guns in the...
Yes.
Guns are illegal in Zimbabwe. Do you have a license to carry those guns?
Actually, these are they are movie shooting guns.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not like real guns.
I was just joking, dude. Don't take me serious.
Okay.
So it's an action thriller.
Yeah, it's an
series,
action thriller, yeah.
drama,
Yes.
political, because you've got a president in there.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories?
Not
Or it's just an African country and we don't know which one?
it's set in Zimbabwe.
Set in Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Wow. You know the one thing that I loved when I watched the first episode is how you did not stick to just 1, 2, 3 locations, but we actually went out into the city. We were driving through the city. We had exterior shots, and it wasn't just 1, 2, 3 people, but you had a big cast involved, and you had all ages. You had young people, the young adults, and you had also the very eloquent president speaking.
Yeah. You know, it's the norm with most of our films that they are always, people are always indoors.
Yeah, better than that.
But if it's something that you love, let's say you're a writer, you come up with your script. I think if you respect it enough, you need to find the resources that are needed to push it.
To push it.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are the challenges you faced when you were shooting the series?
Okay, most of the challenges were to get locations. Yeah, you know these days the Zimbabwean people, they are not much acquainted to having people filming in their houses.
Okay.
So getting locations it's now expensive to when
To
you
travel.
have if you have a big
cast. Point
yeah,
taken.
Yeah, it's now expensive. I think those were
And electricity?
Yeah, electricity was a bit of a problem, but we had a way to circumvent it. Yeah.
And it's also interesting to know that we've got a package actually that we're going to be releasing soon for filmmakers, where we can power filmmaking outside the grid.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we would like to really...
So if I want to watch this, the whole series, where do I go?
You go to...
Do I come to your house?
You go to Igniteflix.
Okay, Igniteflix.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
this moment showcasing local films. But as we are gonna expand into Southern Africa, we are gonna expand into Northern Africa, we are going to expand into the whole of Africa, then South America. Then after South America, Europe, and then Asia.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to welcome Brian Kugara, welcome to Epic Hour, and also Emilia Kuzinga Matsika. And then I also want to welcome Bothwell Perry. And is it the same Bothwell Perry who answered questions during the Epic Hour? You're not there. Anyway, but welcome to the show. African American, I've got a question, also coming from a film background.
Okay, yeah.
Are we not to do Hollywood series, the Zimbabwean style? What do you think?
I don't think that. Okay, making a reference to the African American. Our guy having grown up in America.
Yep.
The film has to have some elements of America. But in the end, the African American guy is gonna come here.
Come back.
Yeah, here in Zimbabwe. So that's where we are going to have the setting, the Zimbabwean setting. Yeah.
So it is an African story.
Yeah, it's an African
It's not
story.
Africans trying to be American.
No, it's an African.
Not at all.
Yes.
How have people been?
Most of the numbers we have on Netflix now, they are saying no, we want to watch the next episode of the.
They want to watch the next episode.
Exactly, of the African American.
And we are going to have a segment where we're going to have one representative from Igniteflix coming to talk to us more about Igniteflix. What's the app about? What's the program? How much is it? And it's quite cheap. It's only 10 bond. 10 bond for you to watch movies. 10 bond for you to watch series.
RTGS.
And at least he's not acting, because he's not as exciting as the cast. Anyway, 3 things you want to tell Zimbabweans or the world at large about filmmaking, whatever.
Okay, I would like to say, but I would like to just say, guys, let's keep on pushing. Let's keep on pushing.
When it's impossible, let's make it possible.
Yeah, let's make it possible until our films have the Zimbabwean audience.
Okay, brilliant. talking about the Zimbabwean audience, do people really support local content? I know our broadcasting station is pioneers of local content, but on the ground, do people really support local?
It's not as much, but the problem is there are not much platforms which are showcasing the local exactly. Because like right now we only have the state broadcaster, and of which is
Igniteflix.
Yeah.
And,
so
and the good thing about Igniteflix is whether you've got no electricity, your laptop can still go online.
Yes.
And you can still watch it.
Yes.
Okay. And wherever you are, so long as you've got internet signal, is it download or?
No, it's not download.
Okay.
Yeah, you just stream it from there.
Okay, that's brilliant. So if you've got no electricity, that's not an excuse for you not to watch movies. Just get yourself a solar panel, a little battery, and your laptop, and enjoy it with your family and have an epic moment. Tatenda, you've been absolutely exciting.
Thank you so much.
Okay, right. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to fire this guy. By the way, he's a right. Oh, thank you. And for everyone that's watching us, hey, Bothwell is watching. I can see him smiling. Right, see you in a little few minutes.
Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction. Panels must be placed free from solar obstruction in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity, or assistance, please do contact us. Welcome. This episode focuses on solar panel placement. Direction. Depending on which hemisphere you are, the placement and orientation varies. For example, in the Southern African region, panels are supposed to be placed at 22.5 degrees northwest. Tilt angle. Panels must be placed or inclined at 12 degrees. Obstruction.
Sally Bonani. Okay, you might ask, what? I think I don't know what happened, but she's been trying to teach me Ndebele, and I'm so excited because all my life I've wanted to speak Ndebele. You know, there's something about Ndebele when they go, Ngatando, Sally Bonani, Livukenjani. There's just something magical about that language, isn't it? Sean and one Dave. Too simple, Dave. Anyway, welcome to this segment of Epic Hour. With me, I've got the beautiful Gugu, and she's from Igniteflix. I wish I also had an orange cap. and you're going to be telling me about Igniteflix. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to tell you about Igniteflix.
Right, we're going to go to a commercial break. Apparently someone is bringing me ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Yes, yes, yes.
What's up, family? This is your boy, Ambassador Blakes. Something big has been birthed on the continent of Africa, and it's called Igniteflix. Yeah, you heard me right. It's Igniteflix. So Igniteflix basically is an online platform where you can get all your latest movies, action, series, you name it, we got it on Igniteflix. So you could be .za. I'll say that again for you. It's igniteflix.co.za. Igniteflix is the place.
Sha, Danyeberons and Rupiwa ice cream. They promised us an Igniteflix ice cream and nothing came.
And you didn't bring it.
No, yeah, that's the disappointing thing. Anyway, Google, it's nice to have you. I've got so many questions about Igniteflix. But first of all, I think you want to greet the audience.
Hi audience, hi everybody. I'm going to tell you more about Igniteflix. That's just, you know.
And you're going to say, come on, some Ndebele.
Okay.
Okay.
Try it.
Oh man. You know what? Compared to Tatenda, I wish Tatenda never came and you came.
Really?
You're the whole package.
Thank you for such a compliment.
Okay, right. Igniteflix, right? It's an app. It's online. It's Zimbabweans for Zimbabwean.
Yes.
Okay. And anyone can access it from any part of the world.
Yes, anyone
even
can
from
access
Mutoko, you can watch Igniteflix.
You can watch Igniteflix.
Even from Zimba.
You can watch Igniteflix.
Even from Johannesburg.
Anywhere you can watch Igniteflix.
From the White House next to Donald Trump's seat, you can
yes,
watch.
you can watch Igniteflix.
And if you've got Epic NA,
I will really win.
Okay, how expensive is it?
It's very cheap. It's very affordable because when you're in Zim, it's $9.99 RTGS.
10 bond.
Only 10 bond.
A loaf of bread can allow you to watch TV for 31 days.
Come on, a loaf of bread is now costing 15 bond.
Okay, half a loaf. Is it half a loaf?
Yes, half a loaf.
Can have you watching movies?
Yes.
That is epic. You know what? If someone doesn't get Igniteflix, it only means one thing.
You get
because those that are
those that are
Ignite. And I understand that the collection, the catalog is continuously growing.
Yes.
And you've got currently about 10 films and
yes,
still
we have
going on.
10 films and we're still going on, and we're taking some other contents to some other producers.
Wow.
And we are having our own productions at the same time. We are not stopping.
That is brilliant.
Yes.
And you know, even if you're talking of half a loaf giving you 10 movies, that's no. A series is, okay, 13 episodes is the equivalent of something like 6 movies.
Yes.
So for the price of half a loaf, come on. Even if Zesa goes and you miss that TV program, you can still use your solar system.
You can still watch it.
And watch it.
Yes. On your phone, on your mobile phone, and on your laptop, you can watch.
This is brilliant.
Very.
Okay. How do people find Igniteflix? Do I need to go to Mbaramsi get CSO?
No, you don't have to go. All you can just do, you can just download. You can go on the website. That's www.co.za.
Okay.
Yes,
brilliant.
or you can start watching some movies.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go to a small little break and then just watch a commercial about Igniteflix. So see the social contact, everything there on that little clip. And we're going there in 3, 2, 1, 0, 1.
I want to assure my people in the diaspora, they need to come back home so that we build this country.
Sarah,
Yeah,
how are we doing, my friend?
everything is under control.
Allah Akbar.
Stop!
I think it's best to do this now, man.
This mission is classified. Not even the embassy knows it's taking place. So do what you have to do so that it carries on like that.
And as I speak to you, we have invested in you.
Welcome back to the epic team that's ignited by Flix. Anyway, right, 3 things that you want to tell Zimbabweans or the world at large. If it's 1, if it's 2, if it's 3, it's fine.
All I want to say is, fellow Zimbabweans, just download IgniteFlix at igniteflix.co.za. Only for a cheaper price. $9.99 is nothing. We are here to support local talent, local content, okay?
Think about this. It's an extra platform for Zimbabweans to showcase their cinema.
Talent.
Something
yes,
that
true.
we need. So support local, guys. Support local. And if there's no electricity, just call us. We'll hook you up with a solar panel and a battery, and your kids won't be complaining that, Mama, life is boring. Okay, let me give you advice. If you're married and you want some quality time, get a solar panel and a battery, and the kids will watch TV. And then, you can have, nice talk and blah, blah, blah.
Going all over, trying to have content. It's like we are supporting our culture. We are going, we are going in Bait, we are Bait Bridge, in everywhere, Zimbabwe. We are going in order to support our local content. It's like doing all the movies.
Okay. Right, thank you very much for sticking with us on Epic Hour. What we're going to do is we're going to play you just a little clip about IgniteFlix and then some more epic adverts. But for now, if you've got questions, just type them in, and we've got the technical crew that's on standby.
So make sure, share with your friends, share with your family, your neighbors, your workmates, and make sure you get IgniteFlix on your tab, on your iPad, on your phone, wherever you can, because we got something coming out from the continent of Africa. It's IgniteFlix. This is your boy Ambassador Blake signing out. Check it out on IgniteFlix. I'm out. What's up family, this is your boy Ambassador.
The above 3 will result in poor performance of your solar panels. Should you require more information, clarity or assistance, please do